guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Serena.
And I'm James.
And we are Life After Union, two twin flames in union. So today we are talking about, does it really matter if you're twin flames? Watch this video. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here today. If you haven't already, definitely hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the little notification bell so you are notified every time we have a new video that comes out, which is about once a week. Today we are talking about a topic based on a comment that we have received. And we receive these comments all the time, you guys, as people that make YouTube videos and put our kind of life or our experiences or our stories out on the internet. You know, there's always going to be comments that come back because everyone's view is different. So essentially today we are addressing the fact that we get the comment all the time that we are not twin flames. If anything, we're soulmates, or we're just generally two nice people in a relationship together making videos.
Debatable.
And it is debatable. That's why we're talking about it today. Because, you know, like, obviously this is not new information for us. I mean, we've had multiple conversations about this all the time, about whether, like, what if we weren't twin flames, or are we even twin flames? Do we believe that we do have the same soul if you take us back far enough into, you know, other dimensions, existence? Yes, like, would we originate as the same soul? And, you know, like, so we've had this conversation multiple times, a lot of times.
I'd say it's like bi-weekly.
Yeah, it's very frequent that we actually talk about this, you guys. So it doesn't actually hurt our feelings if someone comments that we're not twin flames, or that they think we're soulmates, or that we're not any kind of divine relationship at all. Because, spoiler alert, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
It only really matters to us.
Yes.
As it should matter to you, your partner.
Right. So, and this is a big word of caution to you. If you are seeking out help on your twin flame journey, or you're seeking out help like in that space, or you're going to tarot readers, or you're going to people that, you know, claim, and I'm not saying tarot readers or people that tap into intuition, or like, I'm not saying that they're full of baloney, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I mean, I also tap into spirit when I do twin flame readings. So like, if I'm talking smack about somebody, I'm also talking smack about myself. But so the thing that you have to keep in mind is nobody can make and verify these claims for you besides yourself. Like, I could get on a twin flame reading with somebody and get complete twin flame vibes, but if they don't claim that destiny for themselves, it literally doesn't matter. So when somebody comments on our channel and says, oh, these two are definitely not twin flames, like, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter at the end of the day if we are or are not twin flames, because what matters the most is that you are in a healthy, happy, fulfilling relationship, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think you've pretty much covered the whole base of it. So I don't know how much more there is for me to add on to that. But I mean, ultimately, no matter what you do in your life, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in regards to work you're doing, there's always going to be people who think that what you're doing isn't what you say what you're doing. And the thing is, sometimes it might be right, sometimes it might be wrong, but ultimately it's up to you as an individual to be like, okay, well, do I feel fulfilled by this relationship, by this job, by your socializing group, whatever it might be? If you yourself can find fulfillment within that, then other people's opinions don't really matter. I mean, everybody has an opinion, and everybody's opinions are different. So you just got to make sure you're with a person who has similar opinions most of the time to yourself, and that you guys get along. And I mean, obviously we talk about these things, like we were saying, like bi-weekly. It's a conversation that comes up continuously. But it's something that you work on continuously. And I think that a lot of people get stuck in the idea that if you're a twin flame, that means that, you know, you don't have to work on your relationship and everything's just hunky-dory and perfect and everything just kind of slides by. Bullshit. It's like anything else. You have to keep working it. I mean, we work on it just about every single day that we're together. And I mean, we've been together now for quite a while. Been married for just over a year. And we still work at it.
oh yeah, for sure.
It's something that it's always going to be that way. And if someone thinks that we're not twin flames or not soulmates or not meant to spend our lives together, please let me know what makes you think that, because I'd be intrigued to understand why they or why you have that opinion.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I mean, I'm still happy with my relationship, and I'm not going to change it because somebody else thinks that we're not what we say we are, because we are.
Right. And you know what, like at the end of the day, like especially if you feel really strongly about being on a twin flame journey and you share that with somebody else and they kind of either put you down or don't believe in what you're saying, like you really have to be secure within yourself enough to be like, no, this still feels right to me. And like that's part of like being on a twin flame journey, right? Is like it's going to make you feel crazy. There are aspects of it that make you question yourself and make you doubt like what you're saying is true. Like all of that happens on a twin flame journey, you know. So, and if you're on any kind of a spiritual journey and looking for your other half, right, or your soulmate or your divine partner or your conscious relationship, like you are going to look at relationships kind of like a twin flame anyways, because you're going to see this person as a mirror and you're going to use that relationship to help you up level yourself. And I think what really sets twin flame relationships apart is that the other person wants to do that as mutually as you want to do that, right? Like in my past relationships, I've always had this desire to work towards like my self-actualization and my self-awareness with a partner. But I've never actually had a partner that's either been aware enough to do the work or willing to do the work alongside me and work on themselves as much as I want to work on myself. So when you have somebody that's like that focus is also really important to them, and arguably more important than even being in the relationship. Like I would argue if we got to a point where we felt like we weren't progressing as people, we would then consider not being together. You know, because like
we'll work on it.
But well, so this is, you guys, this is always where we come to when we have this, is like James is so set on the fact that he knows that we will work through it all because you have such faith in the relationship. But like it's hard for you to even conceptualize that as an option because you're like, why would we not want to work together and work through something? And it's true.
I can imagine it. I just choose not to, because to me, in a lot of ways, I kind of see it as like a cop-out, because ultimately, no matter what we go through, we're going to have difficult times. And to be like, oh, well, you know what, maybe one day we just won't be together. It's like, well, is that really a solution, or is that just an easy way to get out of having to deal with something that you actually have to have a look at? And to me, to spend a little bit of extra time looking at something deeply, to really try. If you really try and it still doesn't work, then that's an option. But until you've actually put your full self into it, which we both catch ourselves out on that every now and again. And I feel that when you're a twin flame or a soulmate or one of those other terminologies you used, ultimately, as long as you both are trying to strive for the same thing throughout all of it, the rest kind of falls into place. Because ultimately, when you're trying to find your lifelong partner, the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with and have a family and marry and explore and learn and grow with, you want somebody who has very similar ideals and things that they want to do. But that doesn't mean that they then lose the other ideals that you might not align with, to make sure you're still growing as yourself in those areas as well. And to have a partner that, hi Mr. B.
So there's a bee flying around right now, and did you guys know that bees are attracted to when a bee flies by you? Well, yeah, that's what it is. Bees are attracted to high frequencies. So bees are a very high frequency species, and so they are also attracted to really high frequencies.
It's because we just buzzing.
We're just buzzing. So yeah, no, I agree with you completely. So at the end of the day, you guys, you know, like you can drop the labels, you can drop like it needs to be XYZ, and ask yourself, does this person fulfill me? Does this person make me happy? Not negating the happiness that you also need to find within yourself, but does this person, you know, help me in that journey, you know, or show me other parts of myself that I need to look at, or, you know, like how, whatever that is for you that's fulfilling in a relationship. And then ask yourself that, because there's also people that will stay way too long in their twin flame relationship when it's actually toxic and not working, just for the fact that it's their twin flame. So they think they have to deal with abuse or negativity or things like that, where rather you should be looking inward or saying like, is this actually fulfilling to me right now? And if it's not, why am I spending my time here? Because I should love myself so much that, yes? And so basically the only thing that matters is that you're happy, your partner is happy, you're spending your energy where it's fulfilling to you, and that, you know, that you feel confident and happy about that.
Yeah, ultimately, man, I don't think there's much more you can really add on to it. It's just find somebody who aligns with the same ideals as you, that brings something to you that actually is beneficial. Because if you are in a relationship that's abusive and doesn't really actually make you happy, then is that really ultimately your twin flame or your true love or your soulmate or your divine other half or whatever terminology you want to use? Because ultimately those terminologies as well is just a quick simplified way of saying a bunch of stuff that you can't always or don't always have time or the words to be able to say.
Yeah.
That's essentially what those terminologies are there for.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below, what do you think about this video? Do you have any questions? What would you like to see next? And if you are looking for more support, you can find more support in the description, and we'll see you in the next video. Lots of love.